Victor, here's the game plan. You're gonna bring us 2 absolute martinis. You know how I like them, straight up. And then precisely 7½ minutes after that, you're gonna bring us 2 more. Then 2 more after that, every 5 minutes until one of us passes the fuck out.
Excellent strategy, sir.
I'm good with water for now, though. Thank you.
It's his first day on Wall Street. Give him time.
Well, I think that pretty much sums up how people are feeling. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. AMC is down over 5% today, as well as a lot of other stocks I am personally invested in as well as the broad markets. We're getting clapped. We're getting beaten into the ground, slapped on the ass. This is not a good day. We're going to go over what's going on with AMC, the technicals, because that is, like it or not, the biggest indication we can provide to you, or that you could do yourself to try to figure out what's going to happen next with AMC stock. Take it for what it is. We're not looking good right now on the technicals. Everything could change tomorrow. And it's not just AMC, like I just said. There's some news. And the U.S. reports over 1 million new daily COVID cases as Omicron surge. Everybody is talking about this, about Corona, about everything else. We get it. It's here. It's been here. But random days like today, the markets remember it's here. Then they start to freak out again. They're paper handers. They don't have diamond balls like you. They don't have diamond hands, diamond balls, diamond everything. They don't have it. They don't. And once big money starts to move around, you start to feel it, and then you start to have a reason for market makers, for trading algorithms, to start bidding down these stocks. That's exactly what we're seeing today. NASDAQ down 1.68%, S&P down 0.20%, and the Dow Jones up 0.68%. So people are buying some stocks today, just nothing with any level of risk. I've been taking on large positions in PayPal, beaten into the ground. Affirm, beaten into the ground. SoFi, beaten into the ground. AMC, beat into the ground. So AMC is not alone in this drop that we're seeing today. And there is a substantial difference between how investors are placing their money within the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones. The Russell 2000 down 0.64% and the VIX up 6%. So that's the one bit of bad news. There's also a record 4.5 million workers quit their jobs in November, which, in my opinion, should have really been a positive thing, because that's what the Fed has put their suspected rate increases on. That's what they're going to be using. If the unemployment rate is not getting better and people are not working more, then interest rates will likely be delayed. That the hiking of interest rates will likely be delayed. So I think the markets are stupid, and they're not looking at this in the longer term sense of actually what it is. Now for AMC, not looking so hot. Not looking so hot whatsoever. Let's first off start with the daily candlestick chart. You guys can see we were in this ascending wedge, downward, basically downward support, heading down, as you guys can see from this line, hitting the tops, heading down, but an ascending level of support as well. That was going from December 14th when we did see that bigger move from the bottom at about $20 per share. Now we just broke through this wedge, which was essentially at this neckline as well, at about $26.60 per share. We fell straight to $25 per share. That's the next level that we have to watch pretty close, but we have been slowing down this drop. We've been really stabilizing around $25 per share. So I hope that's the end of it. I hope we do bounce tomorrow. We're going to have a head and shoulders pattern definitely fully formed at this point. If we do continue to fall, then the head and shoulders might just be done. That might be a false head and shoulders, false breakout potential that we're going to see. If we do see another 5% drop tomorrow, that's going to put us down to almost $20 per share. Not going to be good. Do I think that's about $23 per share? That's not going to be good. That's the next level that I'm going to be watching for if we do get some downside. As far as our indicators, the moving averages, we are substantially off our moving averages. We are not even close to these moving averages. And I'm going to take away the Bollinger Bands in just 1 second, but you could see the 20-day simple moving average is about $27 per share. So we're not even close, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wall Street. If we could see, let's pull up the 50-day, 100-day, and the 200-day moving averages, because these are the main moving averages that algorithms use to buy or sell stock. And we're firmly below them right now. The closest one is the 200-day moving average, and that is at $33 per share. So we don't have any major resistance levels besides the 20-day simple moving average until about $33 per share. Begs the question, why are we selling off so hard with AMC compared to the Russell 2000? It's obvious, blatant manipulation. And this makes me just want to buy more AMC shares. And that's exactly what I'm going to do after I'm done making this video and talking to you guys. I'm going to go ahead and buy more AMC stock. Because if you really have conviction in your trade, it does not matter what happens. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. And that's exactly the silver lining here. And the grand scope of the trade is still exactly the same. Even more bullish in my eyes, because you're seeing more shorting activity happening today. But could we fall back down to $23 per share? Certainly. Do I expect to see a bounce? Definitely. I definitely expect to see a bounce tomorrow, just because of this rate of the sell-off that we are seeing. But anything's possible. As far as the MACD, we're still bullish, but not bullish by that much. We're starting to see this divergence. If we do cross over and cross the blue line, then a move down to $20 per share wouldn't surprise me. And that's just the honest truth here. Let's take a look at the volume. 17.6 million shares that have traded hands. Now, we're seeing these very low volume days. What's going to happen is we're going to see higher volume come in. We're going to see bullish buying power come into the stock, which should have happened yesterday, as Adam Aaron was talking about paying down high interest debt. In any normal market or any normal stock, that's what would have happened. You would have seen the stock at least react bullishly. That's not what happened. I got hiccups right now. That did not happen. So, ultimately, chickens will come home to roost. Hedge funds are going to lose their ass, and they know it. They're going to try everything they can to divide people and get people to sell out of their positions, which, do what you guys got to do. It's not up to me to make that decision. All I know is there will always be somebody else to come in and fill your shoes if you do sell, or if somebody does sell. But this low volume is actually incredibly bullish, because once we do see that volume come into the stock, like we've seen, during the June rally, the January rally, low volume to high volume, you're going to see a big increase of share value to AMC stock. And that's when we're going to make a shit ton of money. We're going to be able to buy all the attendees we want. And attendees actually sound really good right now. You might get a little pregame in here after this video too. Now, that's basically it from the technicals. Don't want to bore you guys too much with that. We got to watch the volume, watch $23 per share. MACD likely to go bearish, not good. Far away from our moving averages, not good as well. Bollinger Bands, 20-day simple moving average at about $27.78 per share. Not looking so hot. Not looking so hot. That's the honest truth. As far as the Ortex data, we're looking at about 16.97% short interest of free float, 87.12 million shares that are sold short. Take it with a grain of salt. We know there's a lot of shorting activity happening today, but we won't know this because we don't get accurate numbers from anywhere. It's not just Ortex. I'm not just throwing shade at Ortex. It's everywhere. They don't accurately report the shorting that they are doing, at least with AMC stock. Share utilization is 75.53%. Days to cover, 2.39 days to cover. Starting to tick back up just a little bit. And still a ticking time bomb as far as that correlation is concerned. The Stocko tracker data. 2,700 calls that are in the money expiring Friday. 119,000 calls that are out of the money by Friday. Just ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Anyways, it doesn't really matter too much. 500,000 calls that are out of money for January 21st and 103,000 calls that are in the money for January 21st. That's going to be the big day, and I do expect a reversal by then. by really next week is when I expect a reversal. I have a $35 call that expires next week. So I'm going to lose all my $100 I put in that call if that does not happen by next week. So is what it is, here for the long game, but definitely frustrating when you're seeing this blatant manipulation and nobody seems to notice. The SEC, nobody. But that's what we're here for, to help open their fucking eyes to what is going on. And that's exactly what we have been doing. Hopefully they watch these videos and they pay attention, because if we have to be the ones to tell them, so be it. I guess that's what it is. I guess that's what we're going to do. As far as the max pain, probably at about $29 still. $28 per share by this Friday. All right, so that's still a move to the upside. I think we'll take that move any day at this point. But that's that. One word that I will give you guys before we do head off and end this video is that if you have conviction in your trades, in AMC, no matter what it is, it doesn't matter when it drops. It doesn't matter what happens. You don't feel it emotionally. You're kind of like, hey, it's going to happen, right? And you can stay in your positions. It doesn't affect you. You don't lose sleep over it. You know the trade. You know the due diligence. You know the manipulation, the amount of shorting that is going on, the amount of the float that we own. Like, geez, we own at least 80%, if not a couple 100%, right? So have conviction in whatever you're doing, no matter what it is. If you believe in it, stay true to your convictions. And that's exactly what I'm doing. This does not change anything. I still think a breakout is coming. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys it's going to be tomorrow. It could be, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that. But I do still have my money where my mouth is. I do still think there is a breakout coming in the month of January and February, likely to about that $60 range. So that is going to do it for this video. Hit that like button for me. Consider subscribing to the channel. Let me know down below in the comment section, what do you think about this information? Is there going to be a bounce tomorrow? Is there not going to be? Are we going back down to 20? Where are we going in your personal opinion? So that is going to do it. Love and appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.